In this video, I am showing you how to actually put your workouts on your Garmin. Super easy. So let's get started. Right now, I'm showing you how to do this on Garmin Connect on the desktop. It's the same thing if you are in your app on your phone, but I just found the desktop a lot easier. So right now you see, of course, I need to change my password, but you see just at a glance of what the Garmin Connect desktop looks like. You see my leaderboard, badges, all the information is tracking, steps, all that stuff. On the left-hand side, I have mine minimized, but I expanded it out so you guys can see. And it's the same thing on the phone, on the app. The biggest areas that I would focus on here are your activities, which you can see everything, as well as training, which is where workouts are located at. Now, don't be overwhelmed with this. This is all my workouts from my training group that I have with Rogue Training. Every Tuesday, we have what's called a kind of a quality workout. And so there's different things here. So most of these are runs, and I've edited them or created them, which you can sort by. I prefer created. So right now, we're going to create this one that I did as a test. It's 800 meters. In case you want to know, you can save a copy of it, delete. You can also send to the calendar and sync right all from this area. So that's why I like doing it on a desktop. For right now, I'm just going to go ahead and delete it because I was testing out to make sure I went through this properly. So when you create, you want to go up to the create section. And right now we're going to do run, but you have a variety of different ones that you can choose from. First thing I always do is just go ahead and change the workout name, which I said we're going to do 800 meters test, which for those who are not, I'm not going to use a lot of run jargon as much, but just basically 800 meters is just 2 laps around a track. So that's 800 meters. In the beginning, it's always going to have warm up, run, and then a cool down. So you see the colors changing, as well as I'm going to go through and show you they have distance, time, lap, all these kinds of things that we're going to go through. So let's just say your workout is warm up for 15 minutes. And that's what I do. Select duration, 15 minutes I did. And let's just say we want it at a pace or speed, but pace in this one, that's the one I use the most. But say you wanted a speed, if you were biking, that would be more relative to you. Cadence for my run folks, if you need to be at a certain cadence. And other people, you kind of know heart rate zone. Since most of the Garmin's now have the heart rate in the watch, or you can add the chest strap, you can do that. For this, but we're just going to do about 12 minutes to 12 minutes and 30 seconds. It will tell you if you don't type it in correctly too, by the way. That's my marathon pace time for those of you that know that language. But the next thing we're actually going to work, we're going to put in the work that we're doing, the workout itself. So after I warm up, the workout is, let's just say my coach told me after warm up, I'm going to rest. And then she wants me to run 800 meters for 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is go back and put in 800 meters. And then you're going to see that it says that's miles. It also does kilometers. And then the M is meters. And I can do the same thing, pace, speed, cadence, heart rate zone as well. And in this one, I'm going to do for 10 minutes to 10 minutes and 30 seconds. That's much faster than what I was doing before. And then once I get done, I'm going to have a 15-minute cool down. And that's it. So I just took you through the basic warm up 15 minutes, run for 800 meters, and a cool down for 15 minutes. And I have the certain paces and targets that I want to go to. Now, typically, remember I said earlier that warm up and then rest and then go into, my actual workout. So say we needed a rest in between, and let's just rest for 3 minutes. That's what we're going to have. Now, this seems like a really, really short workout, but most of the time it's run. Let's say the workout was run 800 meters. And then we wanted to do one more lap after that at a slower pace, which is about 400 meters. And so I'm going to type in that and save as well. Well, in this case, I have 100 meters. Sorry, guys. So right now when you're looking at it, it says warm up for 15 minutes at this pace, a rest at 3 minutes, a run for 800 meters at this pace, and then a run at 100 meters at any pace, doesn't matter, and then a cool down. But really, truly what over in the right, I'm typing out what the workout should be, which is a warm up for 1 mile or 15 minutes, run for 800 meters, which is 2 laps, jog or recover run for 400 meters, which is 1 lap, and to do this 4 times and then have a cool down for 1 mile or 15 minutes. Note, this is a note section. I typed it out, but oftentimes I'll just copy and paste to make sure that things sync up. So say you messed up and you want to figure it out and correct it, you can copy it or just edit right there, which is what we're going to do. So this is how we actually do that. Now, I'm going to change the run to 400, but instead of making a whole bunch of different steps, which is, what you would do, you're just going to add repeat because you're doing the same thing over and over. So you look up here, you see that you are running 800 meters, and you're going to type in that same thing. And then the recovery part I like because sometimes maybe I'm not moving, sometimes it's a time, other times it's a distance. And so I want to note that this is just the recovery part. It's not really the workout area. And so I'm going to put that into that area. So I'm going to go back up. I'm going to run 800 meters. And then I'm going to do it at my faster pace, which was 10 minutes to 10 minutes and 30 seconds. I like having it at a range so that way, it's not beeping at me if I'm not on 10 minutes off the top. And then remember, I'm just going to go ahead and delete these above because I have it below. And then I'm going to drag it up. And then I'm just going to press up, repeat 4 times. So again, we warm up, checking it at a slower pace. We're resting for 3 minutes. And now we're going to work. And then the recovery is, say I didn't have a specific time or whatever. I just went in until I reached the certain pace, which is 100 meters in this case. It's supposed to be 400, but I forgot to change it. If I wanted to add in maybe a rest, actually, speaking of rest, after I did that for 30 seconds. So I ran, I recovered, and then I give 30 seconds of just resting, meaning I'm not moving. That's how I figure rest. And I wanted to do that, I could. Now, it's a weird thing, and I'm showing you guys sometimes it doesn't want to behave, and I just wanted to be honest about this when I'm dragging into it. It'll take you a few times. You just got to play around and go through that. I'm very honest about this. This is one of the areas of the Garmin Connect I don't like, is trying to put this area in here. On the repeats, they often fall out. But what you'll see is me trying to drag it in place into this area where it's supposed to be. So what it needs to say is run, recover, rest. And what will happen is that your watch will beep once you hit those time points and you don't have to think about it. So we're going to run 800 meters at a 10 to 10:30 minute pace. We're going to recover for 100 meters. Well, you're going to see me change it finally to 400, which is supposed to be 1 lap. And then we're going to rest 30 seconds, and we're going to do that 4 times. Cool down is 15 minutes, but let's just say oftentimes we have a set route in the mornings where we might run 1.5 miles, and then coming back, we can do that again. Or it might be a longer cool down. It might be all over the place. So I can either do the warm up for a minute, and then I have this option that I like. Maybe I want to rest longer. Maybe I need longer than a minute or something like that. I need a stretch. I use the lap button. So that way I tell it until I hit the lap button, then that's when it goes to the next set. So I like that. Those are my few options that I do. I love to save and then review, and then I look at the notes where my workouts are, and I make sure that everything is, everything is lining up to what my workouts are. And this is my review section. I save, those are my notes. Maybe I have some things that I need to say. You can also add notes into the steps. It's not really a big deal. And so you just review. You can also search, and then for the workout, if you know the name of it, or you can just simply look at the sort by name or time it's created. And if you have something similar, then you just copy. If your watch is connected, it will open up automatically to the Garmin Express section. But if not, then what'll happen is once it sends to your actual watch, you're going to see this, and that's where I will show you guys what that looks like next. From here's my watch. This is a Phoenix 5S Plus, but it works with anyone's watch. You're going to go to run settings, and you are going to go into training, and you can see the 800-meter area. And there, I'm just going to review everything so you can see rest, run, recover, rest, 30 seconds, repeat 4 times, and then cool down. That's all the stuff we just said, all right there for you to do. And it will beep and show you what all you have to do once you start it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's not too long, but wanted to explain this workout. Very, very helpful. And let me know if you use it. Share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Give me feedback too on any of your questions that you have. I try to do a lot of easy things that you should do as runners for your Garmin. So definitely interested in hearing from you and doing more videos on this. Till next time, make sure you keep up with me on AlexandriaWill on the website, Instagram, all that good stuff. And you have a wonderful day, night, evening, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the journey. Keep running.